Hey there, everyone. Jim here with Fantasy for the Ages, bringing another 5 minutes or less book blast episode to you today. Do us a solid. Like the video, and if you have not yet done so, subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to keep putting out both short and long form, entertaining and informative content on fantasy, science fiction, and other nerdy stuff my son Zach and I enjoy. And the subscribes you give us are the fuel for our creative fire. Okay, that's corny, but come on, subscribe. We love it. Thank you. Today, let's talk about Book 2 of Jim Butcher's Codex Alera epic fantasy series, named Academ's Fury, which autocorrect has the darndest time with. Every frickin' time I type Academ, the brain in the machine goes ahead and helps me out, correcting the word to academy. It slipped by me on some of my Twitter posts when I read this. It was so infuriating because you just got to delete. You can't edit Twitter posts. Ugh. Mastodon at least let me fix them. Dude. Computer.
Computer? Computer? Hello, computer.
I know how to type. Leave my words flipping alone. Except when I'm wrong. You can correct those. I've got a longer, rapid review on Book 1, The Furies of Calderon. That was a fun book. A solid introduction and decent world building, packed into a novel to introduce the 6-book series. But here in Book 2, Jim Butcher really stepped it up a notch. And you come to realize that first book, that was just the foundation. Now, a foundation is something you build upon. It's important. We don't spend a lot of time staring at the concrete under a building, but you do need it to be a solid foundation, and Book 1 does that. But Book 2, it demonstrates how Jim Butcher is so skilled at building upon the foundation, adding more layers, still referencing what's before, but doing so much more with it. We see that in the Dresden Files for sure. But here, we're leaving urban fantasy behind. We're doing epic fantasy, and he is dazzling in such new ways. So, Academ's Fury, Book 2, is so much better than Book 1. And again, I really enjoyed Book 1. Something that impresses me here is how relatable these characters are. We have no issue engaging with and siding with our protagonist, who suffers many of the same issues and pitfalls anyone who's ever been a student in school has faced. Because that's what's going on in this book. Now, the Academ autocorrect is sort of appropriate, as our main character has gone to the Academy, the finest school in all the land. Students here are called academs instead of students. I think it was a Roman thing, and that's the backdrop we're kind of doing this on. Our main character, Tavi, continues to experience challenges to overcome, which one simply can't do alone. But he has a way of attracting the right sort of friends. It's not that he's so awesome or so talented or so powerful. I mean, he's none of those things, yet he has charisma. People get sucked into his innocence, his genuineness, his authentic integrity. And again, kudos to the author. This book has layers. Yes, we're seeing Tavi's story, but there's so much more to this. We're learning stories of a whole bunch of other characters, both good and bad, and he weaves a story that's such an interesting tale. And something I most enjoy is that the cliche that everyone is the hero of their own story is truly on display in this narrative. Jim Butcher, not a one-trick pony. Yeah, he knocks that out of the park with the Dresden Files, but this epic fantasy tale, Codex Alera, I do not know why people don't talk about it more. It's fantastic. Checking all the boxes. All right, that's all I got. Got to get out in 5 minutes or less. Find us. Look down in the show notes. You can connect with us. Discord, social media, even Patreon. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.